Hey y'all. So by now you may have already watched the Muppet Christmas Carol mock video that I just put out. Um, and if you followed my channel for any length of time, you know that I typically put out in videos of the instructions of the sets that I build. Now, as I stated in my last video, I have no digital or written instructions about this, and I want people to be able to create their own Muppet Christmas Carol mocks if they so design. I'm going to kind of guide you through the process that I did to create this. And now this is, again, my own design. If someone has different ideas than I do, go for it. You know, that's what the beauty of Lego and mock is all about, is putting your own spin on things. I'm just going to take you to the process of what I did to change the normal Christmas Carol set into the Muppet Christmas Carol mock. And I hope you enjoy. So this is not going to be a bunch of still photos. I will actually be speaking on camera for all this, taking you through all the steps that I decided to take to create this mock. So let's get to it. So let's start with the easiest one, and that's going to be Scrooge. So I'm going to take Scrooge off of the set here. He's good as is, but I want to make him look more like the Michael Caine version from the movie. So to do that is actually the very simplest of operations. Take off the hat, take off his head, add a red scarf, like the one Tiny Tim is wearing, and replace the head and hat. And now looks more like the Michael Caine version from the film. You can put him right back where he was. Next up are the two Cratchit men right here. So I'm going to start with Bob. So Bob Cratchit here, nice human face, but I want to make him look like Kermit the Frog. So I have a Kermit the Frog minifigure. I will simply take off Kermit's head, put the body back, take off Bob's hair and headpiece, replace it with the Kermit head, and put him back in position in the Cratchit living room. Then Tiny Tim, same idea. Take off the hair and the head, replace it with another Kermit head if you have two available. To create Marley and Marley, we're going to start by actually removing a couple pieces from the roof here. Remove this 1x2 tile, this 1x2 tile, and the 1x4. But we're actually going to keep one of the 1x2s handy because we're going to need it in a minute. We're going to put a 1x1 here, a 1x2 in place of the 1x4, and then another 1x1 next to the 1x2. Now I can place minifigure bars. I've got one that goes right here, and another one that goes on the chimney right there. And then for this remaining spot, I have another 1x1 tile right here. So this creates the minifigure bars that are going to hold the Marleys. Now to create the Marleys, of course, I've got Waldorf and Statler right here. I only need their heads, so I'm going to take those off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach them to the bodies from Nearly Headless Nick from the Great Hall set. So remove the hair and the head from both. They're identical, so it doesn't matter which one's which. So put the head of that one there, head on that one there. And then I have some chain pieces. I bought 6 of them total, 6 of the small ones, and stitched 3 of them together for each minifigure. So attach one in the hand here, wrap around his head, and then you can attach it. I found it easier just to attach it to his other hand because he's chained up anyway. So that actually worked out pretty well. And then you can attach him to a minifigure bar. Then repeat the same thing with the other one. Attach it to the hand there. Wrap it around, attach it to the other hand there. Attach him to the other minifigure bar. And now you have Marley and Marley ready to go. To create Emily Cratchit, start off with a Dorothy Gale minifigure from the Lego Movie 2 line, and of course a Miss Piggy. Take off the hair and the head off of Dorothy. Oops, not the whole torso, just the head. Take off the head off of Miss Piggy. That's a very unique mold for that headpiece. Attach it to the Dorothy. And then I found it easier, since there's no studs loose inside the house, I found it simpler just to take one of the Muppet minifigure tiles and just attach her to that and position her right here in the living room. Figured that was an appropriate place for her. Now, to create Charles Dickens, I start with the Gonzo minifigure, and also had to add a Bilbo Baggins minifigure from the Hobbit line, because he has the red jacket that I really like. Unfortunately, he also has short legs, so I had to also purchase a larger set of legs for him. So this one you get to completely deconstruct. So take off the hair, take off the head, and take off the legs. And then attach the larger legs with the Gonzo head. And then I also purchased a rat. Now, this is supposed to represent Rizzo. I realized that Rizzo was supposed to be a brown rat, but this is all I was able to get my hands on. So just attach that there. And then I bought another top hat, just like the one that Scrooge has for the top of Gonzo's head. Now, it doesn't stay on super well by itself. There's no clutch power at all. It's not designed to hold the hat. But I've discovered that if you position it just right, as long as you don't touch it, it's going to pretty much stay put. It takes a little bit of finagling to do it, and there you go. Now we have that. Now for transportation, take the hat off so you don't lose it. I attached Gonzo right back here behind Scrooge, outside the house. I figured that was an appropriate place to have him. It's also less cluttered inside too. Then attach the hat. And there you go. You have your own Muppet Christmas Carol style MOC. And of course, this is my design. And please feel free to copy my design if you like what you've seen for your own Christmas displays. If you have any other ideas or things that I didn't do, or other additions that you can add to this set to make it more like the Muppet Christmas Carol, please drop it in the comments. But that takes care of the instructions for this MOC. Thanks for watching. Bye.